Leading up to the 2024 Charlotte Regionals, one of my longest time VGC friends, Crest of Thunders, asked me for some assistance with the balance team. Noting that he had a lot of rather slow, bulky mons, but was using Iron Bundle and Fluttermane for speed control, I suggested leaning harder into the bulk and going for a soft Trick Room mode by replacing Bundle and Flutter with Cresselia and Primarina. I also reworked the moves and spreads on the other Pokemon to better reflect this overhaul of the team speed option. He was skeptical of Primarina at first, but after I demonstrated the strength in using it in Trick Room alongside Assault Vest Kingambit and Leftovers Raging Bolt, he was won over to the idea. The original 6 consisted of what you will see in this video, except with an Incineroar instead of Gouging Fire. While having access to Fake Out and Intimidate was nice, Crest found in his testing that priority spam Hyper Offense was an uphill battle, with two of the most prominent physical attackers in the format having Inner Focus, and Incineroar wasn't doing a whole lot to stop it. Wood Tofu suggested Gouging Fire with Speed Boost Energy and Howl, being able to outspeed Shenpao and not being concerned with Sucker Punch. A lead of Gouging Fire and Wellspring Ogerpon or Kingambit would easily sit in front of these Pao-Tay Knight leads by utilizing protection moves, bulk, and quality defensive typing to their advantage. While the team took some time to get used to for an avid balance player that often avoids Trick Room modes, Crest quickly found it to be the most comfortable team he had played in Regulation F to this point, and locked it in as his regional team. During our testing period, another player in our circle, Detective Pika VGC, had taken his own slightly modified version of the team, swapping Primeval for Rillaboom to knock out a few Aussie locals. Raging Bolt is the most central Pokemon in the team, and I believe it should be a staple in these type of balance builds going forward. Boasting a monstrous HP stat backed up by above average defenses, Raging Bolt gets to be way tankier than something with 137 base special attack has any business being. We opted for the Lefty's Calm Mind build to be able to survive the long grind games and hold strong with Cresselia for healing and Ogerpon for redirection. Dragon Pulse acts as the primary stab, while Thunderclap allows us to nab the ever popular Wet Shifu with ease. While we opted for Water Terra here, Grass and Fairy are both reasonable defensive options as well. Assault Vest Kingambit boasts absurd bulk in addition to excellently rounded coverage. Sporting a Fairy Terra for the likely close combats, Kingambit on this team has an excellent tendency to sit around forever thanks to Cresselia's healing. Kingambit plays very well next to Gouging Fire. After a Howl or two, you end up with a Kingambit at the power of Swords Dance sets that also gets the benefit from holding an Assault Vest. Without being reliant on the team's Trick Room mode, Kingambit can also full sweep with Sucker Punch thanks to Gouging Fire's ability to handle Focus Sash with Breaking Swipe. We opted for Low Kick over Terra Blast as the team does not have any other fighting coverage, and our fairy damage is dealt by Primarina. Gouging Fire was one of the latest additions to the team. Using a fast, bulky boost energy setup, the Derpy Dino can help hold a lot of priority Hyper Offense teams back with a combination of Burning Bulwark and Breaking Swipe. Dragonites have to be a bit careful of whether or not to extreme speed in front of it thanks to Burning Bulwark, but are also not very comfy taking a Breaking Swipe. Beyond the role in bullying physical attackers, Gouging Fire also buffs our own to help out close out games once the opponent has to switch out from burns or attack drops. Heat Crash rounds out the moveset to knock out soft targets like Fluttermane or deal with the occasional Moody Muck. Primarina is the wildcard addition to the team. When we had the original team with Incineroar, we were stuck on 5 Pokemon while I was just staring at the builder. I randomly latched onto the idea of Primarina for the Trick Room mode, did a couple of quick calcs, and threw it in the team. After maxing her special attack and putting just enough speed to outspeed 9 out of 10 dentists named Incineroar, we then put the minimal points in special defense, along with a mix of HP and defense that allows her to survive a Grassy Glide from bulky Assault Vest Rillabooms. Hyper Voice is a great move for Pokemon that can use it reasonably, like Sylveon and Furigiraf, and Primarina is no exception. Boasting Liquid Voice to turn the move into a Water Stab, boosting her Mammoth special attack even higher after Throat Spray is consumed. The rest of the moveset is a standard Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, and Protect, and without some of the ways to maximize Primarina's damage output, such as Helping Hand or Instruct, we went for the Poison Terra to ensure she lives long enough to attack as much as possible. Cresselia and Ogerpon are your more bread and butter balanced Pokemon of these types of teams. Crest can eat hits for days, set up or deny Trick Room as needed, and can keep our bulkier Pokemon healthy in long stall wars. Safety Goggles on Crest allows for the whole team to benefit from its Spore immunity, and Fairy Terra allows us to eat Wicked Blows without any hassle. In the stat department, we went for a heavier special defense investment, which allows Crest to take a lot more powerful double-ups, such as Moonblast from Fairy Terra Specs Flutter, followed by a Meteoric Beam from Glomora. Ogerpon acts as a secondary support, using Follow Me and Spike to Shield to be a general nuisance. The special defense boost granted by Embody Aspect allows her to take a lot of the abuse to protect her partner. Ogerpon also greatly benefits from being paired next to Gouging Fire to take advantage of Howl for incredibly hard-hitting Ivy Cudgels after Terra. Horn Leech allows us to keep her healthy to take more advantage of the bulk. Before we get into the games, please don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot for the channel and it'll really help me grow. Oh, this is something interesting looking. We got a Suicune, Grimmsnarl, Bundle, Sinistra, Shifu, and Crest. I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of bulky nuisance team. Urshifu probably is like Bandit or Scarf if you turn. This feels like a team that we can definitely just do like the bulky setup. I should probably start with no, we'll bring Raging Bolt and Cresselia and Primarina and I think King Gambit here. I'm unsure of whether we want a Trick Room in this matchup, because the speed is kind of all over the place on that side. The Sinistra and Cresselia are concerned in terms of slow things. Okay. So, probably gonna go for Tailwind. Trick Room deny, maybe a try to deny Trick Room. He'll assume I'm gonna Trick Room. I think we can pretty safely just go like Calm Mind. Let's just go for an Ice Beam into the Sinistra here. Okay, so we got a Terra. Maybe Fire or Steel on Sinistra. Oh. I guess that makes sense. I guess not knowing what Raging Bolt set I'm on, he was just sort of expecting me to go right into a Thunderbolt or something into Suicune. Combine on the Suicune, just getting one of those games. Okay. I think overall we'll be in a slightly better spot there, but we'll have to be careful. I was gonna say, that did more than I was expecting. Oh, did he go for the Trick Room here to reverse my Trick Room, or is this a really slow Sinistra? Oh no, this Raging Bolt has some speed on it, I forgot. Okay, but it did a Trick Room. Okay, that's fine though. I honestly think we just Calm Mind again, and then Ice Beam again. See what happens. I see no reason to change anything right now. I'm guessing the Suicune has Ice Beam, but since we're Calm Minding as well, we can definitely take an Ice Beam or two. So he probably goes for the trick. Oh, he's okay. We drew the Sinistra. And we still Grimmsnarl. So we're running another Calm Mind on Raging Bolt, and I'm gonna assume an Ice move from Suicune or another Calm Mind. Yeah, okay. So we gotta probably start attacking the Suicune. Just getting some Dragon Pulses in there. I don't know if we want to Terra just yet. I think we can just afford to see what it does to us first. And we'll bring in King Gambit, because King Gambit isn't really gonna get hit too hard by like a water move from Suicune or an ice move from Suicune. Yeah, there's the light screen. Now, let's see how much the Dragon Pulse is. A crit would be cool though. No. Yeah. There's the ice beam. And he gets the crit. Pokemon, am I right? Okay. It's not impossible to recover from this, but it's gonna be a lot rougher now. I think we just go with the Hyper Voice first to get our boost off. That's probably going to reflect, but we'll go for the Iron Head anyway. Oh boy. That's just rough. underway. Okay. At least now I'm the fastest thing under this trick room. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot to this speaking. At least he didn't. Oh, yeah, he didn't reflect. That's important. Unless this Suicune has Terra Blast, I don't know if it's doing a whole lot to King Gambit. It's definitely got some bulk on it. So I don't think it's max special attack on the Suicune. Yeah, let's go for the Scald. Yeah, even +2 is barely doing anything. Of course, he gets the burn too. He gets the crits, he gets the burns. I get missing all my 90% accurate moves on a different team. Okay, so this is Sinistcha. I think that's really annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Do we play around him as, like, being likely to switch? I don't think so, because Urshifu will still really not like to take this Hyper Voice, and we could just, like, kowtow the Sinistcha slot. I think we can get there still, it's just really rough. If Suicune's only attacking move is Scald, or if it's like Scald plus Ice Beam, then we can definitely stall out the game with like Cresselia and Primarina. As it goes... Not being paralyzed this turn would have been really great. I didn't expect that we were going to be getting hit by the Sinistcha. I think now I would actually prefer for King Gambit to go down. Because if I recall right, there's 1 or maybe 2 more turns of Trick Room, so we can get out Cresselia, go for a Moonblast into the Sinistcha slot, Lunar Blessing. There's potential to get there still? No, no more turns of Trick Room, okay. Okay, so we're gonna protect here, and we're gonna Lunar Blessing. I feel like he's gonna expect me to Trick Room because now I'm in a position where I much more need to. So I'm gonna hope he's playing around that. Okay, there's a substitute on the Suicune, but that won't super matter because we're hitting it mostly with Hyper Voice anyway. And okay, I think he is going for the Trick Room then. That's pretty great. Oh no, look at the strength stat. Okay. Okay, I think I'm now going to finally use my Terra and the Hyper Voice. Actually, I think we're just going to... We're going to Moonblast the Sinistcha. Or... No, we'll Dazzle Gleam. And we will Trick Room. I'm going to Terra because I don't think you've gotten the chance to see properly if this Sinistcha is faster or slower than our Primarina. We know Suicune outspeeds it, but I don't think Suicune's going to stall Primarina right now. I mean, my big mouth. Okay. Oh, no, he's just covering his faces. That makes more sense. Okay, hopefully the Dazzling Gleam KOs. But at least we're getting our Trick Room up regardless. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to take one turn to... No, we're Hyper Place actually. Then we're going to Lunar Blessing. I don't think we're in a very great spot now at this point. Pretty RNG heavy game. Oh, he went for a boost. I guess maybe he expected me to protect? I wouldn't say we're still in it, but we're not quite out. We can definitely come back from this. This was definitely a stall team. Okay, so we're gonna Moonblast here, Shifu, and pray to God it isn't Focus Sash. And we're gonna Lunar Blessing. I don't think we come out of this alive though at this point after the other Combine boost. Unless he goes into Cresselia. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Okay, so I see the Substitute, Combine, and Scald. I doubt this thing's got Protect, because I don't think he'd want to get just walled by a Ugrabon Wellspring. Okay, I think we just got out of this alive somehow. Because I think now we can go Hyper Voice, Lunar Blessing, Hyper Voice, Lunar Blessing. It's gonna be a grind, but I think we got there. Oh, he's got Ice Beam. Why would you use that over Scald here? Okay, I think we're fine now. I think we can survive. Oh, he had Light Screen up this whole time. Oh my gosh, we might just get the KO this turn. I completely forgot about the Light Screen. Oh, that was great! What a RNG stacked against me game. And we still just got there because Primarina is an incredible Pokemon. And I think everybody is sleeping on it for all sorts of different team types. Wow. Oh, right. So we got 2-2-2 Dozo. Except instead of, actually, I don't know if it's really 2-2-2, because nothing's really going for the Shenpao. It's just Dozo and some good stuff, like Hyper Offense and Bulk. Now, what do we want to do to start here? Gouging Fire plays really well into the Shenpao and the Fluttermane leads. And I'm not super concerned about Glamora just yet. So I think we can go, like, Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt. And what matters is the Dondozo has, like, Unaware or Oblivious, but we won't know that. I think King Gambit's probably fine. Yeah, I think with the two bulky Pokemon, we're gonna want the passive healing from Cresselia. This is gonna be tricky. Dondozo is definitely really strong in closed team sheets. Like, it's great in open team sheet too, obviously, but it's even stronger in closed team sheet just because, like, you don't know what's going on with it. Okay, so he needs Glamora, Dondozo, I think here the Dondozo might protect. And, okay, Breaking Swipe I just realized is actually something that's going to be great for us in the Dondozo. I wasn't even thinking about that. So yes, we'll go for the Breaking. No, Glamora might go for like the Ream into Gouging Fire, and I'm kind of concerned about giving it the Toxic Spikes right off the bat. So I think we'll just go for some setup here. Okay, so Protect on the Dondozo. Breaking Swipe definitely was not the play. And he goes for the Meteor Beam. Into the Gouging Fire. Probably into the Gouging Fire. It's super effective and it's not as bulky. Is that a crit? No, that wasn't even a crit, yeah. That's how much it dealt without being super effective. We would have been toast if we didn't go for that. But I think that thing is going to Spiky Shield this turn. So... Or he'll switch to Tatsugiri. Just given the turn that just happened. I don't see him going for an attack with Glamora when it's slower. He can't take out the Raging Bolt with Earth Power. Gouging Fire is even taller than Raging Bolt with the hat. He just got two tall boys. Okay, so Dondozo is pretty nerfed at this point. Weakened attack spell, and Glamora is probably gonna Sludge Bomb Gouging Fire, and we're probably gonna see like an Earthquake or a Order Up or Wait or something. Pretty much where we want to be right now, though. Okay, he goes for an Order Up. That's gonna, yeah, it didn't really do anything. Okay, so even after a Commander boost, the Dondozo is only going to be +1 now, which is really important. Because, you know, the Order Up probably won't KO at that point. So I think what we want to do is we want to go for Trick Room here. The Glamora is kind of an issue. So I think we're going to go for Trick Room, and we're going to Thunderclap that slot in case he doesn't switch. But I'm expecting to switch to Tatsugiri this turn. The Spiky Shield from Glamora won't really hurt us, but if it attacks, I'm reasonably sure it goes down to the Thunderclap. I'll admit I'm still getting used to some of the calcs with this team. Okay, so Protection Dondozo, that is completely fine. Because we can hit the Dondozo with Thunderclap regardless of whether Trick Room's up or not. So even if it's the slowest thing on the field, it'll still get hit by Thunderclap since it's priority. There's not a good reason to Trick Room. There's no good reason not to Trick Room here. Because the attack we're hitting Dondozo with, by the way, will go first regardless whether Trick Room is there's Trick Room, and if we want to Dragon Pulse something else that comes out, now we'll be faster. Also, just occurred to me, this thing it's got to be unaware since it took the amount of damage it did from the Thunderclap. Okay, so it goes to the Flutter Mane. That makes sense. I think we can afford to let Raging Bolt go down to Flutter Mane here, if it even does. We'll just Moonblast the Flutter Mane slot and Thunderclap the Dondozo slot. If it goes for like Terra... Okay, if you're going for the Tatsugiri, that's a pretty funny fake out. Yeah, okay. I think Thunderclap should still do a decent chunk here then. We just whiff on the Moonblast, which is expected. So he tears the Dago as well. Probably grass. Yeah. Okay, but now after the Tatsugiri losing his speed, we should be slower than it. But doesn't matter with Thunderclapping. Nothing. Okay, so I bet he's gonna order up for Earthquake here. Yeah, order up. I expect he's gonna protect here, but with the Lunar Blessing heals, I think we can take one, maybe two more order ups with Lunar Blessing and Leftover. So let's go for the Dragon Pulse right now. If I think back to turn 1, in retrospect, I think one of a safer play would have been to switch Gouging Fire for King Gambit. We could have eaten the Meteor Beam. And Gouging Fire would be really useful right now. Yeah, the Protect makes sense. So that means we get an extra heal out of Lunar Blessing, which I won't complain about. The Lunar Blessing for that little doesn't feel like super good value, so I think we want to just double into the Dondozo, pray for crits, pray for freeze, whatever it takes to be to knock out the big fish. Now I think, like I said, I think we can live one order up right at this point after the boost he got. Okay, that does like nothing. Can we get the Ice Beam freeze? That'd be pretty cool. Nah, I don't think so. The good news here is that he has to protect, I believe. How many turns of Trick River left? 1. Yeah, I believe he has to protect here, so I'm gonna go for the Lunar Blessing. No. We'll attack the Dondozo because we can protect him Lunar Blessing or protect him Trick River the next turn. Yeah, so he protects anyway, but I would rather play it safe. Because if I went for the greed, like the setup and the heal, I would just be out my Raging Bolt for no good reason if he attacked. At least this way, being wrong just means that he's still alive, rather than being wrong meaning we're not. Now it becomes a matter of whether Dondozo can one-shot Tresselia, which I don't think it can. I think we can just protect and we're fine. Protect and Trick Room. He probably attacks Tresselia. Next turn we can attack him and Lunar Blessing. This is going to be a game of attrition for sure. And there's still a Flutter Mane in the back. Earthquake was an interesting choice, but I guess it was to cover a potential switch in. Okay, I think we can safely go for an attack and Lunar Blessing this turn, because we'll still deal damage if he doesn't protect. Yeah. I'm going to continue to be cautious, because there's no good reason to overextend myself here, because I believe we win this scenario at the end. We have finite Lunar Blessings, but the pace at which we chip damage him versus the pace at which he heals. So we've got 3 turns of Trick Room, and how many Lunar Blessings do we have left? 6. Yeah, we're fine. So I think here we can go for an Ice Beam. And... I think we want to protect. So I think he's going to go order up into Raging Bolt. I think fishing for freeze is unfortunately one of our better options. Oh, what is your Cresselia? Okay. That's okay. We'll see how little it does. Your Cresselia is pretty nice. This turn he probably protects after how he's been playing. And I think if we're full health, we can take one more of those Odor Reps still, somehow. Actually, wait, no, there was one more boost I wasn't counting, so probably not. But... yeah. The one time he doesn't protect. Yeah, this should take it out this time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got one more turn of Trick Room. And he's almost certainly going to protect, but we gotta play it safe, and we gotta attack just in case he doesn't. If he doesn't, I think we finally kill this thing. Which is very exciting. Yeah, of course he clicks protect. Okay, so I think we can still take whatever Dondozo throws at us. And we can go for the Trick... Actually, I think we're going to Trick Room and we're going to Dragon Pulse, because if he attacks Cresselia with Wave Crash, I think that takes it out. But then what would happen is, it should die to the recoil from Wave Crash, and then we would Dragon Pulse into the Tatsugiri. And we'd be left with Raging Bolt and King Gambit versus Flutter Mane. Oh, he just went for Order Up, okay. But that's even better, because we're just getting more chip damage in. We're getting our Trick Room up. We're finally in a spot where we can just, like, command the game. Because this turn, he has to protect because he goes down to a Dragon Pulse regardless, which means we can just safely Dragon Pulse plus Lunar Blessing. At least... He's squinting at his HP bar. No, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it goes down to Dragon Pulse plus Lunar Blessing, so we're in a Dragon Pulse plus, like, well, it doesn't go down to just Dragon Pulse, so we're down to Ice Beam as well. And he still protects, but continuing to err on the side of caution in a situation like this never really hurt anybody. I never realized how much this duo can hold its own against Dondozo. I think we can't afford to let this keep going, so I think Dragon Pulse... I'm hoping Dragon Pulse plus Ice Beam does it here. And then we're fine. We're in the clear then. Okay. That finishes it, or at least... Okay, perfect! Finally! What an uphill battle. I take like 5 steps forward, 4 steps back. So I think we can reasonably assume that Tatsugiri is scarfed. And we don't know if Flutter is Specs, or it's not Booster at least. I think we can just go Lunar Blessing plus Dragon Pulse here. Ideally, we get King Gambit out this turn. Like, he goes for a Dazzling Gleam. And we just go for the Iron Head and finish it. Unless it's like Sash Tatsugiri or some other wild tech I'm not expecting, I think we're fine here. Okay, nice and clean there. Wow, this battle almost ran out of time entirely. Can't say I'm surprised, but jeez. Okay, so that must be a Specs Flutter. No booster, no life orbs. So it's either Specs or Sash. We'll go for a Moonblast plus Iron Head and see what happens. But I'm thinking it's Specs. There we go. That was a grind, but we proved Cresselia better than Dozo. Cresselia carried the hell out of that stall war. Alright, so we got one of the Farigiraf Ursaluna teams that's been going around. We got some Incineroar, some Ogerpon. All sorts of goodies there. Now, Blood Moon Ursaluna tends to be one of the more tricky Pokemon for soft or hard Trick Room teams to fight. The issue with it is that it's where its speed is. It's going to outspeed most of your hard Trick Room threats outside of Trick Room, but then like underspeeds others in Trick Room. Luckily, we're on soft Trick Room, and all of our Pokemon outspeed the average Ursaluna. So I think what we can do is just go for like King Gambit. And honestly, I think King Gambit and Primarina is an okay start. Fluttermane is the biggest concern there, but it's not crazy. We have the Terra Poison. Raging Bolt. And I think this is... No, this feels like an Ogerpon game. I don't see what we can do. As much as I love Gouging Fire, I don't see what we can do with it there. If you had like one more Pokemon, I could burn with it reasonably. Plus the Urshifu might be Rapid Strike still, and then Wellspring Ogerpon does a lot more work there. Alright. Okay, so Farigiraf and Single Strike Urshifu. Okay. Now this is pretty cut and dry. One of the benefits of closed team sheet here is we can pretty easily go for a Fairy Terra, knowing the Urshifu is most likely not going to have an answer for us. Hyper Voice. He's certainly not going to Poison Jab King Gambit if he has it. If anything, he might Poison Jab Primarina, which doesn't ruin our day. If it's banded, it might KO it. But it doesn't ruin our day. Okay, so we went for close combat. Close combat into King Gambit's like the best thing to see. It sucks that unfortunately Primarina is faster than King Gambit here, because then we could have possibly taken out the Farigiraf and gotten the Oko with Hyper Voice. But this is pretty great. This is a clean first turn for sure, and it really shows off the strength of our slow, bulky Pokemon. Like, I don't think I've seen a format yet in Generation 9 where Trick Room teams don't always need a Trick Room as much as this, because you can just do whatever a lot of the time. I'm expecting nothing to follow me or Spiky Shield, so I think we'll just go Kowtow and Dazzling. If your Shifu has Poison Jab, we'll probably see it now. Alright, what's he going for? Yeah, he's going for the Water Terror on the Ogerpon. Now, it just occurred to me how dead Primarina is, but that's okay. The Ogerpon's not going to do a whole lot versus a lot of the rest of the things on the team, and Urshifu is... okay, yeah, it's not really doing anything. Yeah, that was expected. I didn't really think that far ahead. But that is fine. So now... yeah, we're bringing Raging Bolt. Because we could just go like Sucker into Urshifu, Thunderclap into Ogerpon. Actually, we'll Sucker Punch into Urshifu. Because it's not going to be able to OHKO Raging Bolt, I don't think. And we'll go for a Calm Mind. Because Ogerpon doesn't really threaten Raging Bolt, and we are very, very bulky. So he goes for the Spiky Shield. Puts us in a pretty good position. Do we get the KO? Perfect. So we get the KO on the Urshifu, we get our free turn of setup. It is now 3-2. It's a pretty good spot to be in. I wouldn't even say it's 3-2. It was 3-1.5. The Ogerpon's ready to go down to a single Thunderclap. Depending on how little we care about the next Pokemon. Okay, yeah, we don't care about Ursaluna at all, really. So, we have between the Assault Vest on King Gambit and the +1 on Raging Bolt, we can go Kowtow plus Thunderclap into Ogerpon. So, if he does attack, Thunderclap will take it out and Kowtow will go into Ursaluna. If he follow me, then it should go down to Kowtow. And Ursaluna will just get walled by like Crest plus King Gambit. Yep, see, perfect. Thunderclap's gonna whiff. We should be faster on our King Gambit because we're not 0 speed. Okay, wow. He went for the Hyper Voice, that did pretty much nothing. Kowtow should take out the Ogerpon. Almost took out the Ogerpon. Okay, so King Gambit probably goes down there. But we can survive another almost whatever from Ursaluna. I think earlier I said I had a crest in the back. I forgot that I didn't have a crest in the back, but that is okay. And we're gonna Dragon Pulse the Ogerpon, just get rid of it. If it's Spiky Shields, I still don't think I care. Okay, so yeah, he went for the Horn Leash. Thunderclap would have been safe, but I didn't want to take any chances. Now, I think we should survive an Earth Power. It's got Life Orb, but we're +1. And we're very, very bulky. Oh, there's your Blood Moon. closing face power is 130. No, yeah, I guess that would be stronger than her power there. That's okay. Didn't make a difference. We outspeed it, and I believe take it out right here. Perfect. Nice and clean. Oh, this looks fun. Okay, so we've got a Snorlax, Gallade, not Gallade, Iron Valiant, Iron Gender. Pokemon really speaks to me as a non-binary person. Golden Go, Landorus, and Ogerpon. So we got like some of your typical chalky good stuff with like Snorlax and Iron Valiant. It's the fact that I have no idea that what that Iron Valiant is going to be trying to do that scares me, even though I'm not super actually scared of it. The Kingambit makes the Landorus makes me want to lead Kingambit, and I think we kind of want to play like the hard Trick Room game here. So I think we go like Primarina, Raging Bolt, Kingambit, Cresselia. I'm pretty comfy into this team, but it's the Iron Valiant that concerns me the most, just because I really don't know what it's doing. Alright, let's see what you've got. Okay, so he goes for a Snorlax and Ogerpon lead. Probably one of the most awkward things we could have seen. Not the worst. We can low kick into the Snorlax, and I think we want to... I think we still want to Trick Room. I think we want to be faster than everything else, and the Snorlax itself just isn't a major concern. Yeah, the Snorlax isn't a big problem. Does that KO? Yeah, see, the Brick Break doesn't even KO. So I think we're going to Terra Fairy here. And we're going to Sucker Punch the Snorlax. And then we're going to Lunar Blessing. Both of my Pokemon are going to be faster than his. Ogerpon. The Snorlax, since he outspeeds, I'm guessing he's going to go for a low Brick Break into Kingambit, or like Body Slam into Cresselia, something like that. Oh, they have to follow me. That's annoying. That's fine. Yeah, the Brick Break does pretty much nothing now. And without being super effective, I don't know what else he can hit Kingambit with that'll take it out. I don't think a Body Slam will even do it at this point. I'm gonna kowtow here, because I think he's gonna follow me again. Yeah, I figured. Now let's see what Snorlax does when he tries to use a stat move. Oh, it's got Heavy Slam. Okay. That's... yeah, that'll do it. Now Cresselia can just sit here for days and be alive. Okay. So now I know into the future, against a team like this, we'd probably want to focus harder on taking out the Snorlax before going to Trick Room. Maybe like low kick Moonblast there. But I think we can just sort of stall and set up right now. I think we'll start like Ice Beaming the Ogerpon. I'm curious what Snorlax is going to do this turn. He's got Ice Punch. Wow. This guy's thought of everything. Oh, we got the freeze. After I was praying for that in multiple other games of this video, we finally got a freeze. So let's see if the Snorlax has a not attacking move. Actually, I think we don't have to take that risk. We can just Dragon Pulse that slot. And we'll Lunar Blessing. Okay, so he switches. It's a good thing we didn't Thunderclap. Now what's he setting up? It's not much better. Okay, so it's pretty bulky, Lucky Heatran. I think we can play a long game right now for sure. Like we did in the Dondoo game. The Snorlax is annoying, the Ogerpon's annoying. Thank God for that freeze though. If it's a bulky Heatran, I'm not super concerned about KOing me just yet, so we'll go for the Calm Mind. Calm Mind. I don't see any reason why not to Trick Room again though, because going first is, and like being able to heal before they attack, etc. is really nice. It is really hard to tell if what that Ogerpon's trying to use. I think it is actually the fastest thing on the field. Heatran's got Earth Power, but it doesn't have Stab, and we've got 2 Combine boosts. So I think now we Dragon Pulse the Ogerpon. Praying for another freeze turn, because for once RNG wanted to give me a favor. And I think we're just going to Moonblast the Heatran. It's going to do nothing, but the special attack drop would make it even more useless. And it's faster than my Raging Bolt and Trick Room. That's actually kind of surprising. Okay, so that takes that out. Yeah, either way the move is going to be not very effective, like double not very effective, quad resisted. So I figured going for the special attack drop was more useful than going for a freeze. Okay. Now we're going to find out if this thing has a status move or not, because that scares me more than the Heatran for sure. Let's go for another Lunar Blessing. Okay, so we take out the Snorlax, nice and easy. I'm very sorry, Tofu. We took out your friend. And what else have we got here? Okay, so you've got the Iron Valiant that, sad to say, we're probably not going to see a whole lot of what it's actually trying to do. So we're going to Thunderclap the Heatran, and then we're going to go for another Lunar Blessing. Okay, nice chunk out of there. Goes for Earth Power, which isn't doing a whole lot still. See, we don't even know if that thing's physical or special yet, because it's got like even attacking stats. I know nothing about what it's trying to do right now. Okay, so it's close combat. A very hard-hitting close combat. Okay. Okay, so I think we can survive another Earth Power from Heatran. We definitely cannot survive another one of those close combats. Oh, so they tear the Heatran. Probably Terra Grass, right? Yeah, expecting another Thunderclap there. So he's not playing around Thunderclap going in Iron Valiant, unless he went Protect and Terra to make sure the Thunderclap always sucks. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think we still survive one more Herf Power, though. So I don't think it makes a huge difference. Oh, beautiful! And now it'll speed the Heatran too, so we'll get another Lunar Blessing off before we can get another Earth Power off. Yeah, so I think we'll run back the same turn. We're going to Thunderclap into the Iron Valiant, and we're going to Lunar Blessing. Keep Raging Bolt healthy. Okay, Sash makes sense. It's unfortunate, but it makes sense. I think we're still fine. So we can just play cautious. And well, I'm gonna have to play cautious because Iron Valiant's gonna go down to the next thing we hit it with. Heatran. What's it really doing to me? Okay, yeah, it's not really doing a whole lot of damage. Now we can Ice Beam chip it, try to freeze it kind of makes more sense because we can chip it with Ice Beam. Okay, we have Primeval. I actually didn't remember what my last Pokemon was, that's why I said it like that. So we know it's sashed, so we know it's not locked into close combat, but I think it can't really do a whole lot to Cresselia, so I think there's not a whole good reason to not Hyper Voice Ice Beam here, because I think he's going to Protect on the Iron Valiant. I'll go for Wide Guard. Wow, okay. That's still fine because it means it's not really attacking anything. It's a Heat Wave. Doesn't do a whole lot. Burns Cresselia. Still isn't really a whole lot. Okay, wow. We got Wide Guard in close combat. I'm guessing Spirit Break. So I think we're going to Protect and Ice Beam the Iron Valiant. Oh, so it goes for the close combat into the Primeval slot. So the Ice Beam connects here and takes it out. And we should be good now. So I don't know what so he tries to Heat Wave and her power. That's all we've seen of it so far. He's going for a Heat Wave. Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot to Crest. Yeah, I think we just go for a nice Moonblast Ice Beam combo into that slot. I think they should both outspeed. And we have to just finish it here. Oh, we don't. Okay, we don't speed up Primeval. But that's okay. Because the game's basically over. Now, we finally get the special attack drop on the Moonblast. Now we're for sure gonna win. RNGesus giveth, RNGesus taketh away. I'm gonna Lunar Blessing, just in case. Okay, he just concedes. Alright, great. Now that was a lot of fun. The Snorlax was really hard to play around, but we got there. And there you have it. That's the Prog and Crest Primeval Balance Team. I hope you enjoyed the team, and don't forget you can find the Pokepaste and rental code in the description below. If you have any teams you'd like to see me on the channel, drop a comment or follow me on Twitter at Progatog and let me know.